Already I explained two sections of the blueprint class. First one is declaration of instance variables. Second one is constructor definition. Now the third section is the processing section. In this, processing methods we define. Now once you consider this problem domain, we have to evaluate two values. The first one is total temperature, second one is average temperature. Here in this context, I would like to tell you one thing. Either function or method should undertake only one identifiable job. You should not entrust more than one job to a method. However simple it is, for every activity you have to define a separate method. In this context, I would like to tell you one thing. If you are able to give name to the method very easily, that you are on the correct path. For example, suppose you are engaging a driver, you are engaging a cook, you are engaging a security guard. Then I asked you, who are they? He is my driver, he is my security guard, he is my cook. Like that you can easily tell. Suppose if 3 jobs are done by one person, labeling is very difficult. What label? Ultimately you have to say he is my servant. Okay. In this case, one simple test. Always remember, either in C functions or in Java methods, you must entrust one single identifiable job to a method. More than one job, according to the principle, you should not entrust to a method. That's not a good programming practice. Always you remember, you follow practices, because under every good practice there are some underlying reasons, good reasons and all that. Contextually I will explain, but here if I start explaining and all that, we are distracted from the main track. That's why in Jack, contextually I will explain those reasons, and whenever I tell something is good practice, always you follow that. I want to develop good programmers, not just people who are writing simple coding and getting result and all that. Good programmer by all means. And number two, those should be deserved for a managerial position. They must be in a position to guide others. That is the thing. That's why I always keep that point in mind. Not this is, we are learning part of our course, we are learning Java, but ultimately your destination, your career is you should be a manager. So toward the direction, every day you are enriching your knowledge. Always remember that you are gaining some knowledge, and at the same time you are learning something managerial skills to guide others and all that. Always you remember and then proceed. Now calculate total temperature. Actually here conventions again I have to tell. Method names, there are 3 conventions. Method name should be self-explanatory. Whatever method name you write, you should explain what it is. Now a function, painter. Painter means you are able to understand what he does. Driver, what he does. In that way, if you tell one label, one name, automatically you are able to understand what he is doing. Understand? Here one method name is given and all that, and then people should prima facie should understand that what is that, what is this functionality. Okay, that is first one. Second one, it should be written in camel case, first word in lower case, second word onwards, first letter capitalized, camel case. Third one, it should start with a verb. Verb, it should be a verb or it should start with a verb. So that's why calculate total temperature. Actually here if you want, you can use shorter names, calculate, compute, like shorter names if you want you can use, but elsewhere it is not allowed according to the Java conventions. Calculate total temperature. And here one very important point I have to tell you. Actually You should feel it out and ask me. But I am here, this is not an interactive class, direct interactive class. I am raising that out and explaining it also. Above, when constructor we defined, we have given all the parameters double A, comma, double B, comma, double C, like that 7 parameters we have given. But why we are not giving? Here also 7 instance variables are required. Why we are not giving? This is very crucial point. Actually, what is that? Just you have to understand. Now we are creating an object with the class. Class is the blueprint of the object. This is like your body. This is like your body. In this, now suppose functions are like this. This is heart. This is the liver. This is kidney. This is blood. This is water. This is oxygen. So just imagine, because you can easily understand, you can explain it very easily. These are like data in your system: blood, water, and oxygen. What are the functions or methods? Heart, liver, and kidney. Now, if you consider this thing, heart, you know that. If you do not know biology also, you know one point. What is that? Heart takes certain set of inputs and process it and deliver the output. In the same manner, liver also takes certain set of inputs and process, keep ready the output. Kidney also the same. So this is, imagine this is your heart, your liver, your kidney. Are you giving any inputs? Explicitly, are you giving any inputs to the to your organ? No. They are themselves taking the inputs and what are the interested tasks, process they are doing and delivering the output, and that output is input for some other organs. In this way, your system automatically runs. Here, the calculate total temperature is like your heart. Calculate average temperature is like your kidney. They take whatever inputs they require, they take. Don't worry about that. So, but why we have given parameters for constructor? What is the implication of constructor? It is nothing but initialization method. Now, you see the system. Who will initialize? Initialize means feeding. Who will feed? Which organ feeds your system? That is your mouth. This is your mouth. Through mouth, you are giving the input to your system. Understand? But other organs, you are not giving any inputs. They take whatever inputs are available within the body, they take, they process, keep ready the output. In this way, your system works. As far as mouth is concerned, you are giving several types of foods. Understand? That's why I have given parameters for constructor. Other methods I never give. Automatically these are available within your system. Within it is encapsulated within the system. Whatever inputs they require, all are available. They may be directly available or they may be generated by some other organ. Some other organ, that also I show you little later. So this you keep in mind, because any other means if I explain, then lot of abstraction will be there. This example 100% you can remember. One thing, these type of examples nowhere you can find. I can make a challenge, because these are my brain children. Because already I told you, my learning process I am incorporating in the book. What other authors are writing and all that I never bother. So my VIP is a student. Student should grasp it. Student should own it, and student should deliver it, and student should implement it. That is the objective of our system. That's why I am giving all these examples, and you remember and proceed. Now you see, for calculating total temperature, now whatever inputs it requires, it takes from here. Now you see, this local variable we have defined, total temp. What is local variable? Local variable is defined within the body of the method for local purpose only, its existence from here to here. Okay, for temporary purpose, temporarily within the body of the method, certain values we have to create. Then where we store those values? For that purpose, for storing the local value, locally created values, we create local variables. So here one local variable, total temp, we created. You know the formula. What is the formula? Sun temperature plus mun plus Q plus wed plus third plus fry plus sat temperatures, and as a result of this formula, this total temperature is initialized. Here while writing and all that, here one system you follow. Don't write this plus here. And two things I am telling you. If you leave plus here, the reader can understand it is continued, plus operation is still going on. Number two, if you start it from here and all that, see, it is not much readable. So you start it from here, then it is much readable. Always just a little creative brain you should have. So how I am expecting to make it more readable? So that point if you are able to identify, then you can write the code like this. If you write it from here also, it gives the same result. But only thing is, always we have to show our discipline, our creativity, our aesthetic sense, our elegance, all that we have to show in our coding. Already I told you many times and all that, your program documents your knowledge, your discipline, and other good characteristics and all that. So always whatever I tell regarding in coding or in other aspects also, you must follow them to become a good programmer. Okay, now total temperature you are returning it. So this born here, as soon as method returns, it dies. Understand? So this is the scope. Within the scope only you can access it. From outside you cannot access a local variable. Always you remember that. So first processing method is over. Second processing method, that is calculate average temperature. We need not give any argument, whatever it wants it takes. Which argument it requires? That is the question. Now question is total temperature it requires. Total temperature who is providing? This is providing. This method is providing. That's why it is calling. We are calling that calculate total temperature method here. This is the smartness. Don't write this code here. Then just call that. What is the purpose of this? To serve this. To serve this data. So it will serve. This is the smartness in code. So you call that, and divide by 7. Here one more local variable average temp you made, you are returning it. These two are processing methods here. Now we in the blueprint class we have declared instance variables in declaration section, and we defined a constructor in input section, and we have written two instance methods in processing section. Why we are calling it instance methods? Now already I explained instance variables. These two are instance methods. Instance means object. These are object oriented methods. Whenever you create an object, suppose you have created an object, little later I will explain, WT1, weekly temperature 1. Then via this via this we can call these methods. Otherwise they have no existence. So that's why these are called instance methods, means object oriented methods. Okay, that point you remember. Now 3 sections I have explained. What is the 4th section? We have to, that is output section. For in the output section, in order to display, now all the data, all 9 items we are able to produce, all are stored in the corresponding variables and all that. So now we are able to generate this output in this format. Now one more method we have to write, that is in the output section. Now in the blueprint class, the 4th and final section, output section, for writing this type of output in the same format, we are writing we are defining one method that is print temperature report. Print temperature report, this is also instance method, because via the future object we have to call this. It has no existence independently. Your heart cannot survive independently. If you put your heart on the table, it does not work. Within your body only it works. Okay, always you remember that. So now it return type is void, because it does not return anything. It just print certain data items, text and numericals, but it does not return anything. That's why we declared it void. You remember that for previous 2 functions, calculate total temperature, calculate average temperature, the return types were double, because they are returning double type value. Here it is not returning anything. That's why we are not defining, we are defining it as a void method, and we need not pass any arguments. Arguments are automatically it can receive. It is like your kidney, whatever inputs it require, it takes automatically, as it is part of this function, part of this program. And now we see, now I come to the point. Now you should be perfect over system dot out dot println, simply I call as SOP. SOP and all that without practicing, don't expect that. You may be good at printf C, you may be good at C out C++, but system out to println separately have to practice. And one more thing in this context I have to tell you. Now suppose 3 languages one by one you are learning. One language should not create any confusion while you are working on other language. C should not disturb you, C and Java should not disturb you while you are working on C++. While working on Java, C, C++ should not disturb you. That is a big problem. How you can manage it? You can manage it very easily by owning it and crystallizing it. If you crystallize that, you put in a one room in the brain, one compartment. Then when come to C++ and crystallize, that never, it is in a jelly form, it disturbs. It is in solid form, it never disturbs. That's why always you should have solid knowledge on any element. Otherwise you are always disturbed. It is your brain will a buffer of chaos. Understand? Always you remember that. So here, as far as SOP statements are concerned, in Java All Clear chapter number 1, I have given 7 programs. All the 7 programs you practice, with that you will be perfect over that. Hands-on approach, no role of intelligence, certain concepts and all that, no role of intelligence, only practice. It is like a typewriting. Whatever may be your stand of intelligence, it does not help. If you want to learn typewriting, you must practice it. Understand? Here also, as far as SOP is concerned, you must practice properly. Then without any errors, whatever format you want, in that format you can produce your output. Only practice, there is no other go. So that point always you remember and work. Now you see, every how you are expecting in the same way SOP statements you write and all that. This is the way we write. And thereafter, here in order to produce these two, I have to give a special explanation. Total temperature. In order to print total temperature, what we are doing, we are calling calculate total temperature method. Then whatever the return value is printed here. And average, in order to print average temperature, you are you are calling calculate average temperature method. This is the smartness in the coding and all that. So whatever method, suppose you are constructing your house. Now you want a mason, you call a mason. You want a painter, you call a painter. You want a electrician, you call an electrician. Now, depending on the situation, whoever, which specialist is required, you call that specialist. Now, here which specialist is required, calculate total temperature specialist is required, you call him. He comes and deliver his services. Here who is required, calculate average temperature is required, you call him. Then it comes and serves its services. This is the way. How you are behaving in real life, in programming also, your behavior is almost same. So, with reference to the real life, you behave here and you understand every concept in that manner. While facing interviews and all that, this linkage with the real world, with the programming world, will help you a lot, and you can impress the interviewer very well, because your answer will be the first of its kind, whatever interviewer listens so far. Okay, that always you remember. And this is a really challenging task for a beginner programmer. First, defining a blueprint class. That's why I have taken this much time. Meticulously I explained everything, and second program onwards I may not explain this much deeper. That's why you study every element and all that. Feel free. If you have any more doubt, I strongly believe that there is no scope for doubt after hearing this explanation and all that. And you should have perseverance. Don't be lazy and all that. Don't expect everything precise and all that. Precise. If you want something precise and all that, at the cost of the subject you are learning it. If you sacrifice the subject, how you can master it? That's why drive away your laziness. Understand the concept and all that. You are writing a great object oriented programming. So our blueprint class is 100% ready with 4 sections: declaration, input, process and output. Okay, then we have to, blueprint class is ready. Now we have to create realities. Realities means objects we have to create. For that purpose we have to create implementation class.